Good day, everybody. This is Louie coming at you. There's a few things I want to discuss, or at least two I want to discuss with you real quick. First thing is if you recognize or don't recognize the backgrounds, because I'm in a place I'm not normally in. I'm at a place called Sheds. It's a great place to go. I don't get to come here much, but when I do, it's almost like going to almost Christmas time for me coming here. Just some of the stuff they carry you don't find in most stores. Anyways, I'm doing my Christmas shopping here this year. I don't know if I'm going to get it all done here, but I'm going to get a lot of it done. I went into their auction gallery and saw a bunch of things that I think the family's going to like, so I'm going to go in there and pick that stuff up today. But the reason I want to talk to you has to actually do a little bit with Christmas. First thing I want to talk about is the masks. It's our favorite subject these days, isn't it? In New York City, I just found out on Newsmax, in New York City, there was an actual protest going on to end the masks. What they were doing was burning masks. Remember back in the late 60s, early 70s, they had a bra burning thing going on? No, if I was even alive then, I was too young to even know the difference. But the fact is, yeah, they're doing a mask burning thing. It's great. I wish I was there. I'd participate. I'd buy up a box of bass and just throw them in. But that's what they're doing. So it's great to see that people are finally starting to step forward. And there's people in New Jersey as well as New York that are literally complaining about the rules concerning masks and the holiday season and everything else. In New Jersey, I guess the governor was out having dinner with his family, and people started hollering at him about the mandates that he's making for this COVID thing. The other thing I want to talk about is there was a school, and I guess this happens every year around the country, but there's a school that was mentioned where they do gifts boxes. They take like shoe boxes and they put little gifts in, sanitary gifts, school supplies, toys, things like that. And the kids do this, and they send them out to other kids that need them because of poverty, natural disasters, things like that. Things where Christmas is going to be ruined for them for one reason or the other. Well, it seems that this group called Freedom From Religion is threatening lawsuits against different school districts for doing this. And it is because the group that sponsors this is called the Good Samaritan or something like that. I don't know. But anyways, since when is caring about your fellow man a problem? I'm not known for donating, that's for sure. I'm not known for donating, and I'm not known for anything like that. But that's because I've had my rough times, and I was able to get through them. It's because I wasn't lazy. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that these people are lazy. Please don't get me wrong. I don't want to sound like that. But there are a lot of lazy people out there that receive from these charities. And because of those lazy people, the ones who really need it, because they're not being lazy, they just can't catch a break, or they've had a natural disaster that's just destroyed everything, they're the ones that end up having to suffer, because you got lazy people who don't want to work receiving from these very same charities. So I don't donate like through groups like that. When I donate, it's usually, all right, this guy has been busting his butt, so I'll drop an envelope of money on his front porch, or I'll help out in other ways. That's just how I do it. That's how I donate. People don't know it, but that's what I do. When I see somebody needs something, I do what I can to help them get it. But I do it on just a personal level. I don't mess around with all these charities, because the charities can't decipher who's lazy and who actually is trying and just not succeeding. So, but the thing is you got this Freedom From Religion organization that sends these letters out every year threatening organizations that are trying to do some good for the holiday season or what have you. And I think that's disgusting, because one of these days, one of those people from the freedom religion will have a natural disaster or just a bad year like 2020, and they're going to need this help. And essentially what they're doing is they're taking away this help. They're getting rid of this help. I just don't see where it's right, and I think it's counterproductive. Now, that's just my opinion, and I know my opinion don't always mean much. But the other thing I want to talk about is expressing yourself. Now, things are catching on. People are getting tired of the mask. People are getting tired of the nonsense. But what's happening is the word is getting out slow, because there's only a few handfuls of people that are expressing themselves. Now, it's not easy to talk to other people about your opinions on things, because people don't want to be rejected. Okay? I think that's probably the best word, rejected. But if you get past that fear and you express your opinion when the opportunity arises, people do listen. Now, there's going to be some that's going to argue with you. I'm not going to tell you that that's not going to happen. There's going to be some that's going to argue. And I'm going to tell you right now, don't argue. Express your facts. Make sure they're actual facts. Express them. Let their common sense do the rest. All right? They may argue with you. They may ignore their common sense, but at least the seed's been planted. And if you can plant it in a fertile brain, it's going to grow. And if it grows, then you've made a step in the right direction. If you try and plant it in a brain that isn't fertile, maybe the brain will become fertile after a while. They're going to start seeing their error in their thinking. You never know. But you plant the seed. Pass the word on that we're losing our freedoms. Pass the word on that religion is not as bad as it seems. Pass the word on that to be happy, you choose to be happy. And by choosing to be happy, you will be happier. You can adjust your life for happiness. You can adjust your thoughts towards happiness. I've told a lot of people I'm a die-hard optimist. That's what makes me happy. And yes, sometimes I get let down, but you won't believe how much good has come out of my optimism. It cheers people up. For example, this is probably a bad example, but it worked. I was just at the bank here a little bit ago, and the bank teller was having a rough time with one of the customers in the drive-thru. And of course I was in the drive-thru in another spot, and I ended up getting her, and I looked at her and I said, mine's gonna be a whole lot easier than that. And she looked at what I wanted to do and she says, yeah, it is. And she, and then she said, some people just seem to think it's all fun and games in here. And I don't know why this struck her so funny, but it was perfect. I says, well, it is all fun and games until someone gets hurt. Now, it struck her funny, and she started laughing, and she laughed the entire time I was there over that. And it made her day. It cheered her up. Okay? That's called optimism. I gave her an optimistic point of view, a little humor with it and everything else, and it made her day. See, optimism is a path to happiness. Happiness is a path to good health, okay? It's also a path to good mental health. Laughter builds the immune system, releases endorphins. It's a great thing. All these people that are all uptight over politics, all uptight over this and that, and they're just being miserable, they're doing themselves no good. So get the word out and be happy. I'll tell you what, you'll live longer than these other people, and you'll live happier, and makes life easier. Happiness makes life easier. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy the start of the holiday season. Thanksgiving's only a couple of days away, so happy Thanksgiving. Hopefully the end of this year will turn things around and make 2021 even better. Oh God, I hope. The best way to do that is to get Trump back into office. All right, have a good day.